Thomas 1:06. Jesus said, "When you make the two into one, you will become children of Adam. And when you say, 'Mountain, move from here,' it will move." In Thomas 11:22, Yeshua speaks of the one becoming two, or the two becoming one. What we should recognize here is that these are references to different aspects of either our situation in this realm compared to the other, or the path to take in order to reconnect with God the Source, respectively. In Thomas 1:06, as in Thomas 22, Yeshua speaks about people's perceptions of the soul being determined by the physical. Moreover, he points out that humans are not man or women. They are a soul which existed before these genders. Additionally, people are not Jewish, Christian, Muslim, or Hindu. They are a soul. In Thomas 1:06, Yeshua reveals a truth about where humans actually came from. In Thomas 22, he demonstrates a pathway to mindfulness by referring to the connectedness and oneness of the Father's kingdom. This is achieved by reconfiguring a person's perception of this realm. In Thomas 1:06, Yeshua proposes that if people can reconcile their physical existence as incidental and transitory, they can henceforth recognize the soul. This is the true identity. If humans can see all matter as part of God the Source, then they can see the two realms are one. This becomes evident through the Source being joined to the collective consciousness, the Holy Spirit in action. In Thomas 1:06, Yeshua says, "When you make the two into one, you will become children of Adam." This is significant as it reveals a great truth. Unlike Thomas 22, here Yeshua directly speaks of where humanity came from. In the Genesis myth, we see that God made man from the earth, and the first was Adam. Creation myths have comparative versions in different cultures, all over the world. Joseph Campbell explored this phenomenon in The Power of Myth, showing how myths are derivatives of common experiences and observations made in this world. For going against God's command to not eat from the tree of knowledge, Adam and his partner Eve were thrown out of paradise and made to suffer life as we know it. Through these simple words in Thomas 1:06, "You will become children of Adam," emphasis added, Yeshua cleverly reveals that, in fact, God did not create human bodies before the soul. People are sparks from the Source's light, which seeks to be rejoined, to be one. This spark, soul, existed before the body. Adam is symbolic of the perfect human, something all people should aspire to become. This symbolic, perfect human is neither male nor female, and yet it is both of these at the same time. It is one and perfect. When the human Adam evolved in this realm, the body, became the separate parts of male and female. The soul found its place to grow within this flesh. These sequence of events commenced after God the Source expanded into the abyss. It caused physical material to form, which eventually gave rise to human bodies through the substance given off by stars. These truths are revealed through the Genesis myth, which community leaders have created through their intuitive knowledge of these events. However, their understanding of the true meaning behind this myth has been clouded by their observations of physical existence. The revelations in Thomas tell us that the body in this realm is a fractured and flawed mirror of the inner realm, which is stable and constant. When we make the two into one, we are ready to enter the realm of the Spirit, where the generation of the symbolic Adam dwells. This knowledge allows us to remove perceived obstacles from the path we take in this dimension. In Gnostic mythology, it was the third son of Adam and Eve, called Seth, Genesis, who was considered the perfect human. Seth, unlike his older brothers Cain and Abel, was without jealousy and the inclination towards violence. Seth was considered symbolic of the enlightened generation. He could see past the illusions of the Creator God, seen as malevolent by Gnostics. Interpreting Thomas 1:06 as it might first appear to the individual, one could see how the Gnostics' conclusions may have appeared to be correct. However, Yeshua would have known that his contemporaries considered themselves as descendants of the Adam appearing in the Genesis creation myth. In Thomas 1:06, Jesus tells them when they make the two into one, they will become children of Adam. Jesus is stating that they are yet to become the children of Adam. Therefore, they are not the intentional creation of God. Thomas 97. In this way, Yeshua makes it clear their notion of creation, linked to the intentions of God, is false. After all, in Thomas 29, Yeshua tells us the soul came before the flesh. If God the Source had purposefully created each individual body, there might be cause for assuming an inherent link to the divine. However, in Thomas we see, human bodies and this universe exist due to an incidental expansion of the Source's light. Thomas 97. The reality that some people are born with disabilities also negates the notion of an intentional creation. Through the mirror influence of the inner realm, life forms began to take shape, and human bodies were formed. These are the first creatures that made tools and could think in abstract terms. They could draw symbols and create music and dance. Through these events, the breath of life entered the beings and souls became wrapped in ever-evolving flesh. Through this motion and rest, they aggregate the Source's light. Thomas 50. The evidence of this truth will become clearer when beings from other worlds and dimensions make their presence known to humanity. Some of these carry the same light that is in us. They are our kin in the Source's light. We are connected to them through the collective consciousness, Holy Spirit. This evolution has led humanity to the 21st century, where people are on the threshold of a new understanding of what they are and of their true nature, as it will be. The creation people find themselves in is not intentional, as we have seen in Thomas 97. However, the Source, through the collective consciousness, Holy Spirit, desires our growth. So that we may be in union with its infinite manifestations, Yeshua came to this realm for the purpose of showing us the truth, the way, and the light.